Super Nintendo Switch. That's got a nice ring to it. Lego.
Now you're playing with power, superpower.
So what is up, YouTube? It's RS Mario here, and there is work going on. So if you hear a just know, yeah, it's not a tractor's coming to destroy the house. It's just work going on. But we still can make these videos though. So of course, like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell notification, because I'm trying to get back into the swing. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get things going again, and all your help is appreciated. Specifically your comments and the likes. You know, because the comments, I just like communicating with people. You know what I'm saying? So go ahead, throw your comments down below. You know, like the video if you want to see more. And think about this. A Switch that has the power of a PlayStation 4 with games that look similar, that look almost as good as a PS5 game, called the Super Nintendo Switch. You know, like the Switch Pro, right? You know what I'm saying? So essentially on Resetra, there have been some people talking about some leaks, quote unquote. And I said that quote unquote because, you know, I mean, again, this could all be made up. It all sounds feasible though, not just from a business perspective, but also from a technological perspective, which kind of makes it seem a bit more real. Because usually, you know what I'm saying, leaks are like fantastical to get people hype. You know, this seems realistic. So essentially what they were saying was that the new system would not be called Switch Pro, it would be called Super Nintendo Switch. And essentially it would be something that is akin to the original Switch, but much more powerful. Think like 5 switches duct taped together. Or I think they might have said 7 switches duct taped together. So essentially, what they're doing is it's going to be a brand new, more powerful chip from NVIDIA, based off of the Ampere chips, or the I'm not quite sure how to say this word, but it's going to be based off of those chips, which is the same chips that are in the 30, 70, 80, and 90 series of graphics cards. So a much more powerful chip. The other thing is they're using something called deep learning super sampling, which is like anti-aliasing on steroids. Alright, just imagine if anti-aliasing was like as powerful as Gandalf out this piece, bro. That is DLSS, okay? And essentially what it does is it takes the game processing that you have and it makes the game look better. You know, through something similar to anti-aliasing. Of course, anti-aliasing is when just through technology, it smooths out the edges of video games to make them look smoother. So all the jaggies you would get from, say, a PS3 era game, it would smooth them out a bit to make it look better. You know, that's what you get from the backwards compatibility on, like, say, Xbox Series X. So DLSS with a more powerful chip that is similar to the PlayStation or PlayStation 4 Pro will make games that look almost like PlayStation 5, but on a Switch. Now, this all sounds technically feasible. Like from the little bit of like technical knowledge that I have, this all sounds about right. Because I mean, DLSS is something that helps computers that aren't uber powerful still be able to make 4K level video, you know. But can it be portable? I'm not sure. But now there is another piece that goes to this. There was a data mine that happened a while back that was unverified by Resetra. All the other information was verified. This is not necessarily verified, but there was a Switch game that got data mined. And there was some components in there for a third Switch. So of course a portable Switch, the dock mode Switch, and then a third one that actually goes up to 1440p, which would mean that they're already making implementations for backwards compatibility. And if the system is using DLSS, it would totally use that on older Switch games to make them look slightly better. So they don't have to release new versions of games they already released, which they're probably going to do eventually anyway because it's Nintendo. But still, this is very feasible. So just imagine something. They said the minimum power will be around the power of a PlayStation 4, PlayStation 4 Pro, with games that look kind of like Xbox Series X or a Series S, around that area. Or the most powerful it could be is like a PlayStation 4 Pro with games that look like something close to PlayStation 5. And I'm just going off the top of my head with that. I don't have like the actual posts and stuff. But yeah, it's interesting. I mean, a Switch Pro or a Super Nintendo Switch with that and backwards compatibility, that sounds like it'll work. And of course, they're saying it's going to release in March, or not March, but 2022, around the same time as Breath of the Wild 2, which more than likely, I would say second quarter of 2022. So, I mean, it all sounds perfect to me, which is why it could be fake. So, like all leaks, the way we eat our leaks here is with just a little bit of salt. You know what I'm saying? Take it with a grain of salt. This could be fake. This could be completely imaginary. I'm not out here peddling hype and hope to you. I'm just telling you what I found that's interesting, and it could be a thing. So that's about it for this. You know what I'm saying? What do you think about this? You know what I'm saying? Like, what do you think? Do you like the idea of the Super Nintendo Switch? Personally, I like the name. I mean, the Super Nintendo Switch, the SNS, it does kind of have like a throwback to the SNES. I dig that. You know what I'm saying? But that's about it. Like, comment, subscribe. I ain't to stop doing that. Keep it real.
You played every Mario game. You conquered every Mario game. You think you've mastered all there is to know about Mario. Well, you better think again. You've got to play it. You've got to have it. You've got a reputation. Now you're playing with power. Superpower.